Welcome, 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 folks, to today. Today is Wednesday. It is noon, little afternoon, technically 12:03. Thanks for joining me. My name is Joshua. I work with Backdoor from Bronson Coffee Roasters and Dancing Goats Coffee Bars, which are located here at Point Ruston in Tacoma. Our newest cafe is open here. It is sunny out. The view is amazing. Next week, if we're beautiful and sunny here, we'll get some pictures to you. The time is right to come by, and you'll need to come by if you want to work with the brewing method that I'm going to be demonstrating today, because we don't have them on our website. We do have them here at the cafe. We also have them available to you. I'm going to send a link out to everyone here. We have them available to our friends at Espresso Parts. I've sent a link for you there to follow through if you're interested in working with the Kallita wave. Now, what is it? Well, let's take a look at it. Here it is. It's you're not going to be too surprised by it. It, by all appearances, is a pourover device like many you've probably seen before. And you've probably seen these. They're pretty popular right now. Take a look at it. Either a paper filter, and then, of course, a vessel that you work with. Now, a few items about this. First of all, I'm going to be completely honest with everybody here. I know that I've probably worked with a Kallita wave. I cannot remember the last time I brewed with one, though. So we're going into some territory here where I don't feel completely like an expert with this at all. I very rarely ever do around coffee, but I always have a desire to give it a try. And so we're going to work with this together. I want to point out a few things about the design of this, which I think are pretty cool. So first of all, unlike some of the other pourover methods, you'll see that it has a flat bottom. Let's get a better image of that, shall we? Get right up close to it here. See that? The flat bottom, not a conical bottom like a Chemex or a V60. And of course, the filter then is exactly as you would expect. There's a flat bottom on that filter, right? Okay. So, and then another interesting element of the filters themselves are the intensity of these ridges around them. If you can see, it's really highly ridged, and part of what that is for, my understanding, is that it creates quite a bit of separation between. You can see, where they contact. There's many little pockets of air that are created, which creates a form of insulation to retain heat in your bed of coffee as you're making your coffee. Now, you might have heard Ben or myself or Brendan refer to this as a slurry. The coffee grounds, when they've been hit with that hot water, it creates this slurry, this mixture of water and grounds. That is where the extraction of the flavors we want is taking place. That slurry is held away from the edge of the Kallita, so it doesn't transfer heat, and these are losing heat. The brewing process is a combination of the water in contact with the coffee grounds and heat together, along with, of course, gravity. And so retaining heat is really important in creating and brewing coffee evenly. So let's give it a try, shall we? Well, here's the thing. Like I said, I'm not used to brewing with this tool, but because I do have some fundamentals that I've practiced with all of you here and with my friends in coffee, I think I'm going to do okay. So let's give it a try, shall we? All right, so we'll go ahead and start by turning our scale on. I'm not going to start the timer yet, because the first thing, again, with fundamentals that we're going to do is we're going to pre-wet our filter, right? We do that with any of these pourover methods, right? It's to saturate the filter so it's ready to perform its function without capturing any of the things you want to capture. If you wait to do it with the coffee in there, then it would, some of those first elements of coffee that come out are going to get captured in the filter. It also allows the filter to bond where it needs to bond inside of the vessel. And, of course, it pre-warms it, part of that heat retention issue we're talking about. And it also rinses any paper qualities out. So now we're going to start with our 21 grams of coffee. Now with the Kallita, since it has that flat bottom, we want to make sure that we do a little shake there, right? We're going to get a nice flat bottom, and I'll even shake it a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to tear out once I confirm that I have 21 grams. And I'm going to do the first thing that I do. Again, fundamentals here. I'm going to bloom the coffee, right? I'll start my timer, and I'm going to put about 60 grams in here. Okay. There we are. So our coffee is blooming. You've seen that lovely bed, that slurry start to get created here. We're having a little bit of pour through. And now I'm going to add in a circular fashion up to 200 grams of water. The great thing about these gooseneck kettles is they allow you to kind of pinpoint where you're stirring, or where they allow you to pinpoint where the water's going, or even stir a little bit, create a little bit of agitation. All right. Now, something you've seen us do before with other pour-over methods is we're going to do a little stir inside here. And now I'm going to add the remainder just after a minute to get all the way up to 350 grams of water. And we're almost there. Making sure I hit any little pockets I see. I don't see any. Looks like I've distributed the water fairly well. There we are. All right. So we're going to let that pour through. We'll check back with it in a second. While we're waiting for it, we do want to switch over to our monitor. Okay. There it is. Took me a second there. What am I using today? I'm using Guatemala El Valle. I love this coffee so very much. If you haven't gone to the new website, please do pop in, check out the Guatemala El Valle. You'll see what we have here, a whole new layout. We really tried to prioritize information for all of you out there. So you'll see right under the coffee where we give it a quick overview. We'll go through the roaster's notes, the roast profile. All that information is right there at your fingertips, so you can access it, right? And you know, as you know, we're pretty exhaustive when it comes to discussing our coffee. You'll also see on here how you can make your selections. You can buy it in a 12-ounce bag or a 5-pound bag, of course. And then we're giving you selections. If you want us to grind this coffee for you, we can do it. We're happy to do that for you. And the great thing about ordering coffee from Batdorf is it's, of course, roasted to order. So you place this order, it's roasted the next day for your order, and then it's ground right after that and prepared for you to get in the mail. So it's this is not a big bag of coffee that's been ground up. We're roasting it for you, and then we're grinding it based off of the needs you have at home. Now, I would be remiss if I did not get you up here while we're talking about grinding coffee and say, maybe it's time to also get a grinder. I don't know, but there are a few options here for you as well. If you want to start off with a hand grinder, or if you're doing a lot of camping like we are this summer, it might be a nice place to start. We also have a great entry-level bird grinder for your home, the Baratza Encore. So, by all means, check out the new website. We're going to get Riley in here in July, I hope, to go over the new website and specifically to start talking about subscriptions that are offered here. I think it'd be really great to maybe have some incentives for folks in the VIP club or for our video watchers here to get us some subscriptions as gifts out to you when you interact with us here in this space. So look for that. I'll make sure there's a couple weeks notice because we will be giving away some subscriptions to folks who watch on Facebook and on Twitter as well. So would love to get some coffee into your hands. Let's check back with, all right, so as you know, we often talk about that flat bed with these pour-overs. They're a nice flat bed. There's a little bit of staining along here, you can see, of course, but there's not a lot of grounds they're piled up. The water has flowed down through that slurry and made a nice flat bed. And as always, just a nice 1 mug coffee there. And here we go. Still pretty hot, but how I love it. Tastes great. Well, I got through that fairly unscathed. We had a good pour rate. The coffee tastes good. The Kallita is a fun little tool. Again, if you would like to try one out and you can't get into one of our stores, you can use that link that I sent you to order one from our friends at Espresso Parts. And they have a pretty wide range of those selections there for you to look at. And if you need coffee, of course, come over to us. And if you're going to shop for some coffee with us, remember that I always want to have you use our coupon code. That's the 10% off when you shop for coffee with us. You can enter in the code Watch and Learn 10. You'll get 10% off, and that's a great benefit to you. Now, I also want to remind some of you out there, if you have not yet joined the VIP club, I want to get you over there. So what I'm going to do right now is head over to the VIP club, and I'm going to copy in an invite here. Or I'm going to try to, at least. We'll see if I can pull it off. You want to take a look at it? Let's take a look at it. Boom, boom, boom. All right, the Batdorf Boosters VIP Club. All right, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to see if it wants to ask me, allow me to invite. I'm going to copy the link here, and I'm going to put it right in here so you can all see it. Join the VIP Club. Brendan moderates that, and he makes sure that one of the things that's awesome about it is the VIP Club gets, anytime there are like new coffee releases, the VIP Club gets a little bit of a extra notification about that, some videos and some explanations of the coffee, as well as discounts on ordering new coffee arrivals before they get released to the public, we should say. Very important people's club. So as new coffees come out, we have a new Bolivia Peaberry that's going to be coming out soon. There's going to be a new Guatemala as well. You'll see those in the VIP group, and then we also have different giveaways and contests there, as well as a monthly additional discount code, which is actually better than that one right there. So it's good for you to join. If you are interested in staying in tune with what's coming next and what we're doing, that's the place to be. So 2 opportunities for you today. If you want to grab a Kallita Wave, hop over to Espresso Parts and get one. And if you're not a member of the VIP Club, use the link right here and join up there. I'm actually going to be abroad next Wednesday, not too far abroad. I'm going down to Oregon. I'm visiting some accounts and some friends down that way. I'll be bringing some coffee gifts for folks. And so you'll probably see a few videos from me on the road as I head south. You won't see me here next week, but you will see me. I always appreciate the time that I get to spend with all of you here. Enjoy some coffee today. Join the VIP Club and send us pictures of the coffee you're drinking, and we look forward to spending more time with you here in the teaching kitchen here at Point Ruston. Take care.